welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash. I am a makeup artist and a book lover, and for today's video, I thought it'd be kind of fun to go through 13 Halloween movies that I have not watched yet. And yes, I am ashamed that I have not watched these. So these are going to be in no particular order, and it's going to range from stuff that I should have watched because it's super old and stuff that is semi within the last 10 years new, give or take. And this is just all fun and games. I do plan on watching these movies eventually. I may not get to it in the Halloween season this year, but eventually they will be watched. But for any of the 13 movies that I'm talking about, if you have watched these and think that I should drop everything and watch it right now, please let me know down below. But let's just get started. So first movie I'm kind of really ashamed that I haven't watched yet, and that is Coraline. How I have gone my entire life without watching Coraline, I do not know. It seems like a movie that I would really enjoy. I love all the makeup looks that people do. I love The Other Mother. I love Coraline. It's all just so fantastically done, and I will be honest, I don't know anything about this movie other than you have Coraline who ends up in another world and the mother tries to sew buttons on her eyes, and that's kind of like all I know for that. Next up is a movie that I have wanted to watch, but I want to watch it with my husband and we just haven't had the right time and mindset, space, whatever to watch this, and this is Get Out. Yes, I still have not seen Get Out. I saw, which one of the Jordan Peele movies did I see? Was it Us? Was it them? Was it Us? Whichever one was the one with the world above and the world below. That. I saw that one. Have not seen Get Out yet. I honestly don't know anything about it. And on a side note, I still haven't seen Nope. Eventually I'll get to it. Next up is a movie that I really do want to watch, but I did look up the synopsis of it, so everything is kind of spoiled for it. I really don't understand how there's a second movie, but that would be Happy Death Day, which is just about a woman who wakes up and gets killed, and she wakes up on the same day and gets killed again, and she has to figure out who's trying to kill her. And even though I've read the synopsis, that is literally all that I can remember for that. But I have heard that it's a really good movie. I just don't know anything about the second movie. Whew. This next one, I feel so bad that I haven't watched it yet because I feel like as a bi woman, I should have watched it. And as just a millennial, I should have watched it. And that is Jennifer's Body. This movie came out in 2009. I was 17 at the time. Still have not watched it. Ooh. Still have not watched it. I like Megan Fox. I think she's a beautiful woman. I've heard that it's a really great movie, and all I really know of it is Megan Fox's character, Steal Souls, Eat Boys, I don't remember which, and then her best friend is kind of like not a very good friend. That's all I can remember. But yeah, I kind of hate that I haven't watched that yet. For this next one, I feel like I can't call myself a fan of vampires without ever watching it, and that is The Lost Boys. This is like a classic movie. Have not watched it at all. All that I know is that it involves vampires and it's a fan favorite. I have not watched it. I probably should. All of these I should definitely watch. This next one is kind of sad that I haven't watched it yet because I actually own it on DVD, and that is Hereditary. Again, it's a movie I have absolutely no idea about. I know it's highly raved and I guess it's like really creepy and some messed up scenes. No idea though. Absolutely no idea. I don't even know when I bought it. I'm pretty sure I got it for just a couple dollars, but I don't really buy DVDs anymore. Only if I like can't really find a movie on streaming services while I pick up a DVD. So I bought this a long time ago because it's been quite a while since I bought a DVD. And then number 7 is a movie that kind of started like the whole film craze for found footage, and I have not watched it. I will say I have seen a part of it, but I've never watched it in its entirety, and that is The Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project came out in 1999, so I was 8 at the time. I vaguely remember around the time that it came out because my uncle, I think, rented it, but then we were never allowed to watch it, and then I just never watch the full thing. I feel like this is such a classic movie that I should have watched it. Maybe eventually I will. Like, I probably should watch it, but I don't know when I will. And listen, for this next one, I know who this is. I know who the actress is. I just have never seen Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I am starting to realize that I have not seen a lot of like older films. Like this one came out in 1988. There are a lot of 80s horror movies that I have not watched yet. It's kind of weird that I haven't watched a lot of these movies from the 80s because I love the 80s style and I love 80s movies. And I don't really know why I haven't watched a lot of the horror like movies from the 80s. But anyways, I have absolutely no idea what this movie is about. Elvira is just an iconic Halloween staple and it's a real shame that I haven't watched this movie. I feel like for this one I'm gonna get dragged a lot for, but I have never seen The Shining. That's the one with like Here's Johnny, right? Yeah. Or is that no? Yeah? Here's Johnny. Yeah. Which leads me into saying that I don't recall, like I may have, but I can't off the top of my head remember any Shelley Duvall movie that I have watched. So R.I.P. Shelley Duvall, she did pass away in July. I feel so weird that I have not watched The Shining because it seems like it's such an iconic horror film, and I am just a perpetual liar when I say that I like horror movies because I obviously, if you look at this list, have not watched a lot of movies. So I actually don't know the story of The Shining. I do know that it is an original story by Stephen King and that the movie was produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick, but other than that, no clue. Okay, next up is the movie Drag Me to Hell. I have not watched this yet, and I feel like I have seen clips from this movie so much on Facebook and Twitter and TikTok, and I still have not watched it. I did, however, read the entire synopsis that spoiled the entire movie, so I do know what happens. I just haven't watched it to actually understand why what happened happens, because I've seen the end so many times, and no matter how many times I read what the ending is, I still don't get it. So that is also a movie that I need to watch, and that one's not too old. When did that one come out? 2009. Okay, I lied. That one is old. Apparently all these movies came out when I was in high school. Anyways, moving on. The next one is Poltergeist. I have not watched this at all, and it is a 1982 horror movie that I think is about ghosts. So yeah, I guess technically a poltergeist is a ghost. So yeah, it's a ghost movie. I know it's a family in their home and they're visited by ghosts, and I know it starts out friendly and then it gets more sinister because that is what ghosts do. They get more sinister, apparently. If I have any ghosts in here, I don't think you're sinister yet. It would be kind of weird if I had a ghost in my apartment. That would mean someone died here, right? They didn't tell us that when we signed our lease. Poltergeist is a movie that I should probably watch. I do like ghost movies, but I'll be honest, I haven't really watched a ghost movie in the longest time. I don't want to say Paranormal Activity 1 was my last ghost movie because I watched that in theaters, but it's been a while. It's been a while. For this next one, I want you to keep in mind that I am doing a makeup look from this movie. And as I'm filming this, I have not yet watched the 1987 movie or the more recent remake of it, and that is Hellraiser. I love all the makeup looks that people do recreating this dude. Do I know his name? No. Do I know exactly what this movie is about? No. Have I always been interested in it? Yeah, I have been. So when you come across a video of me doing this makeup look, ask me in the comments if I finally watched the movie. So again, don't know too much about this. I believe he's like a demon, and I think in the remake it's a woman. I could be wrong. Am I misremembering? How many Hellraiser movies are there? Yeah, Pinhead is played by Jamie Clayton. I just decided to Google what this movie is about. The overall plot of the franchise focuses on a puzzle box, the Lamet configuration. It opens a gateway to the hell-like realm of the Cenobite life forms. The Cenobites are an order of former humans who have become monsters who harvest human souls to torture in their sadistic experiments. For some reason, I didn't think that was what that movie was. So yes, I will be doing a makeup look over this. I don't know if I'm gonna pull exactly from the 87 movie or the 2022 version of it. I will throw something together, but again, as of today, I have not watched this. And number 13, I think, may be my most shameful movie that I have not watched yet. As a lover of witches and witchcraft, of all things spooky and magical, I have not watched The Craft. Like the original Craft, or the new one. I heard the new one kind of sucks, but like I have not watched the original Craft. I'm just gonna take a pause and let that sink in that I have not watched this movie. I mean, to be fair, it came out in 1996, so I would have been 5 years old at the time. I do know a little bit about the movie. It's teenage girls who are kind of outcast and they perform witchcraft. They do spells and stuff, and I think they have like a falling out with one of their members. Is that what happens? If you ask me what the ending of that movie is, I could not tell you a single thing that would lead up to the ending. I've always wanted to watch it, but I've just never like sat down and be like, this is what I'm gonna watch today. I should really rectify that, because I've seen so many people like cosplay Nancy and just use the audio from this movie for like transformations on TikTok, and it makes me want to watch it, and then I just have not. But those are 13 Halloween movies that I am forever ashamed that I still, to this day, have not watched. So like I said, if you have watched any of these videos, let me know in the comments below which one I should watch first. I am going to be forcing my husband to watch some of these with me. No doubt about that. He will watch some of these with me. So originally this video was supposed to be my favorite Halloween movies, and then I was like, wow, there's a lot of cult classics that I have not watched yet. So I figured this would be a little bit more fun just to playfully shame myself. But I think that covers everything, so if you like this video, make sure you give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm putting out video every day this month for 31 days of Halloween, so it'd be great if you stuck around to see all that I have planned for this month. And if you want, you can follow me on my other socials. I'm artistryxashh everywhere. And if you want some book content, I am Ashley with 2 H's that reads on TikTok and Instagram. But like I said, I think that covers everything. So I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Stay spooky, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye!